If you can't dribble, you can't play. Simple as that. The best players don't just bounce the ball. They control it like a magician, weaving through defenders and setting up the perfect shot. This video will reveal the secrets to improving your basketball skills. What is dribbling? Let's start with the basics. Dribbling is the act of bouncing the basketball while moving around the court. Without it, players wouldn't be able to advance the ball or create scoring opportunities. It's like the heartbeat of the game. Without it, basketball wouldn't exist as we know it today. A well-executed dribble isn't just about bouncing the ball randomly. It's about control, timing, and reading the defense. Great players don't just dribble for the sake of it. They dribble with purpose. Whether it's escaping a defender, setting up a shot, or creating space for a pass, dribbling is a weapon. And if you master it, you instantly become a bigger threat on the court. A look back, how dribbling changed the game. Now, let's rewind to the late 1800s. Back then, players weren't even allowed to run with the ball. The first team to ever dribble was Yale University in 1897. Back then, they didn't even call it dribbling yet. Instead, they referred to it as passing to themselves. Pretty funny, right? But what seemed like a small change revolutionized the game. Suddenly, players could move with the ball instead of just passing it. This opened the door for new tactics, quicker plays, and more scoring opportunities. By World War I, basketball started spreading worldwide. U.S. soldiers used the game to pass the time in the barracks, and when they were stationed in Europe, they introduced the sport to new audiences. By the time basketball was introduced as an Olympic event in 1936, dribbling had already become an essential part of the game. The sport had evolved, and dribbling was at the center of it all. Who should dribble? So, who gets the privilege of handling the ball? Is dribbling for everyone? Not really. The truth is that not all players should be dribbling during a game. Coaches have a simple rule. Only those who have proven they can dribble under pressure should do it in actual matches. If a player can't control the ball and keeps losing possession, it's better for them to focus on other skills like passing, rebounding, or defense. It might sound harsh, but basketball is a team sport. Every player has a role, and dribbling isn't an equal opportunity skill. Just like in school, you don't give the class clown the responsibility of reading the morning announcements. You let the best speaker do it. The same goes for basketball. If you want to be trusted with the ball, you need to earn it. The good news? Anyone can improve. Players who practice the right dribbling techniques consistently can become skilled ball handlers. The key is putting in the work. When should players dribble? Dribbling isn't just about bouncing the ball up and down. There's a right time and place for it. If players just dribble aimlessly, they'll slow down the offense and risk turnovers. That's why understanding when to dribble is just as important as knowing how. Every player should first learn how to dribble in an open court without defenders. Once they're comfortable, they can start dribbling against a defender who applies light pressure. Eventually, they should practice full court, one-on-one dribbling. Even some Division I college players struggle with this, so don't get discouraged if it feels tough at first. In a structured offense, dribbling should be limited. Most of the time, players should only take 1, 2, or 3 dribbles to create space for a pass or a shot. Dribbling too much in the half court usually leads to bad shots or turnovers. This is where things get exciting. Advanced dribblers use the ball to create their own shots, drive past defenders, or set up their teammates. This requires incredible control, quick decision-making, and the ability to handle contact. If a player reaches this level, they become a nightmare for defenders. Why should the dribble be used? So what's the point of all this dribbling? Why not just pass the ball around and shoot? Well, dribbling gives players a huge advantage when used correctly. Players need to move the ball up the court quickly to set up the offense. Sometimes, a pass is too risky, so a quick dribble move helps get closer. A slight dribble can change the passing lane and lead to a better play. In addition, dribbling can help reset the team's spacing and keep defenders moving. Most players use dribbles to gain better positioning. Some offensive sets require dribbling to create movement. The best shooters use dribbling to get a clean look at the basket. If the defense is slow, dribbling helps attack the basket aggressively. But here's the key. Dribbling should always have a purpose. Too many players dribble just to dribble. That's not smart basketball. The best players know exactly why they are using their dribble at any given moment. What makes Steph Curry so special? Now, let's talk about one of the greatest dribblers and shooters in NBA history, Stephen Curry. He isn't just a great shooter. He's a master of dribbling into a shot. Most shooters rely on catching and shooting, but Steph creates his own shots off the dribble, making him nearly impossible to guard. Think about this. Most NBA players' shooting percentages drop when they take too many dribbles. The more they dribble, the harder the shot gets. But Steph? He's different. He shoots over 40% from three, even after dribbling 7 or more times. That's crazy. Even Kevin Durant, one of the best scorers ever, shoots only 27% on long dribble threes. That's what separates Steph from everyone else. He doesn't just rely on catching and shooting like Klay Thompson or JJ Redick. He can create space with his dribble, break down defenses, and pull up from anywhere on the court. It's why defenses panic when he has the ball, because no matter how well they guard him, he can still get his shot off. Improve your basketball skills. After watching Steph Curry dominate with his dribbling and shooting, it's time to dive deeper into the art of ball handling. The best way to become a great player is to master the dribble. If you can control the ball, you can control the game. Whether it's driving past defenders, creating space for a shot, or setting up your teammates, dribbling is the foundation of it all. Mastering hand placement. First things first, your hands must be in the right position. If you slap the ball with your palm, you lose control. If you only tap it with your fingertips, you lose power. The key? Spread your fingers wide. Feel the ball on the pads of your fingers and let the upper part of your palm guide it. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. The best dribblers, like Kyrie Irving, don't think about it. Their hands just know where the ball needs to go. Stay low, stay in control. A great dribbler never stands straight up. The lower you are, the harder it is for defenders to steal the ball. That's why low dribbling is crucial. It's all about pounding the ball hard and keeping it tight to your body. When Kyrie Irving dribbles, the ball barely comes above his knee. His low stance gives him total control, allowing him to explode in any direction at any time. Practice this, and you'll start to feel the difference in your game. The deadly crossover. Now, let's talk about one of the most dangerous moves in basketball, the crossover. When you switch the ball from one hand to the other with speed and precision, defenders have no choice but to react. Kyrie Irving has made a career out of embarrassing defenders with his crossovers. He doesn't just switch hands. He sells it with his entire body, making defenders lean the wrong way before he blows past them. Start slow, build your rhythm, and then push yourself to get faster and sharper. Speed dribbling. Run without losing control. Dribbling in one spot is great, but can you keep control while sprinting full speed down the court? The best ball handlers can. Whether it's on a fast break or weaving through defenders, you need to be able to dribble while moving at top speed. Kyrie doesn't just rely on fancy moves. He knows when to change pace. 1 second, he's slow and patient, and the next, he's exploding past defenders before they can react. The key? Keep your eyes up and your dribble tight. Practice sprinting while dribbling with both hands, and you'll start to feel more comfortable pushing the pace. Protect the ball like your life depends on it. Great defenders will always try to steal the ball. That's why protective dribbling is so important. When facing pressure, you need to shield the ball with your body, keep your dribble low, and use your offhand to keep defenders at bay. Watch how big men protect the ball in the post. It's the same concept. Even Kyrie, who is his dribbling, isn't just flashy, it's a weapon. He combines hand placement, low dribbling, crossovers, speed control, protection, and power into an unstoppable arsenal. Think back to Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. With the game on the line, Kyrie faced off against Stephen Curry. A deadly double crossover, a hesitation, a hard right-hand dribble, and then, bang, the biggest three-pointer of his career. That's the power of elite ball handling. Or take his Christmas Day performance against the Warriors. With seconds left, Kyrie was smothered by Klay Thompson, one of the league's best defenders. He didn't panic. He dribbled low, powered into a spin move, and drilled the game-winning jumper. That level of control doesn't come from luck. It comes from years of relentless practice. The final piece. Dribbling alone won't make you a great player. You have to connect it to the rest of your game. Look at Kyrie. He doesn't just dribble for fun. He uses it to create space, get to the rim, or set up his teammates. Every dribble has a purpose. So, as you train, think beyond just handling the ball. Work on finishing at the rim, pulling up for jumpers, and making sharp passes. Combine your dribble with your shot, just like the best NBA players. Because when you can handle the ball and shoot with confidence, you become unstoppable. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you leave, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.